Hello and welcome to the EMC Emerging Technology Center's video demo series on the VNXe Unified Storage family. My name is Chad Dunn and I'll be taking you through a series of demonstrations using the VNXe products in common use cases. The VNXe products were designed from the ground up to be easy to install, easy to provision, and easy to manage for people who focus on deploying and managing applications rather than storage specialists. So if your idea of fun is setting up RAID groups, masking LUNs, and zoning SAN switches, you can stop right here and go back to what you were doing. On the other hand, if you need to deploy and manage applications and storage to support them, especially in a virtual infrastructure, you'll definitely want to keep watching. The VNXe simplifies provisioning for common applications through the use of provisioning wizards. In fact, almost every provisioning task in the VNXe can be performed with a wizard, from installation to application configuration and even data protection. So whether you're provisioning for Microsoft Exchange, simple file shares, a VMware infrastructure, there's a wizard there to help. Now these wizards are all preloaded with the provisioning best practices for each application, so there's no need to conduct a research project before you start to deploy an application. The management interface for the VNXe products, called Unisphere, really changes the game in terms of ease of use for storage platform management. The Unisphere dashboard gives the administrator a simple task-oriented view of their infrastructure and gives them links to common tasks for provisioning, management, and support. It also gives the user a real-time view of how their applications are consuming storage so that they can plan for future growth. Monitoring the health of the system is easy as well. So from the system health screen, the user can monitor all of the components in the system as well as the applications that are hosted on that storage. So if I have a disk drive fail, the system will not only alert me to the failure of the drive, but it will tell me what applications will be impacted. And in a virtualized environment, it'll tell me which virtual machines would be affected. If you do have a problem or question, the VNXe products are actively integrated into the EMC support ecosystem. This means that directly from the console, you can interact with the user community that includes EMC subject matter experts. You can chat with customer support representatives in real time. You can search the knowledge base, open and monitor service requests, order replacement parts, and even watch how-to videos. On top of this, EMC also still provides the data protection features that we're known for in the enterprise. So from simple snapshots right on up through application consistent remote replication, the VNXe makes it simple for an application owner to protect their application data. In this series of demos, I'll be using two VNXe products, a 3100 and a 3300, as well as a number of applications. Now, these demos are not done with mirrors, and I haven't excluded any important steps. In some cases where a task takes a long time to complete, like formatting a large drive, I've used time-lapse. But other than that, the steps you see are accurate and match what you would do in a real deployment. Each video lasts roughly 10 minutes, and here's what we'll cover. The first video, we'll look at the installation and configuration of the VNXe for the first time. This will show you what a customer would see the first time that they connect the VNXe to their network and power it up. Then we'll look at how the VNXe integrates with VMware, and we'll provision storage for VMware using both NFS and VMFS. Next, we'll provision a Windows shared folder service and show you how the VNXe integrates with Active Directory. And we'll deploy another application, in this case, Microsoft Exchange 2007. I'll show you how the storage is provisioned on the VNXe, and I'll show you how you would attach to that storage and migrate your mailboxes from the Exchange server. We'll do two videos on data protection. The first video will focus on snapshots and local replication. And the second video will look at application consistency and remote replication for business continuance and disaster recovery. So once we have our environment fully configured, then we'll go back to Unisphere and we'll do a walkthrough of the management and monitoring capabilities as well as the active ecosystem integration that I talked about. So if your perception of shared storage is that they're expensive, time-consuming, and complex, I guarantee that by the end of these videos, you'll change your mind. So now go ahead and take a look at the first video, installing the VNXe.